Hello, I'm Mike Kiger, host of Bird Talk Live Online, produced live and recorded live from Kansas City. Now, 5 years streaming the pet bird love on our streaming servers and podcast. I wanted to share with you the extent of my work over the past 5 years, which started with my Facebook page where I spent a lot of time sharing from my experience with parrots and pet birds over 30 years, grooming parrots, and then about 8 years ago, I started looking at doing something online to benefit keepers of pet birds because of all my time in living rooms with people's pet birds in my lap that I enjoyed so much. I wanted to do something with all that experience to benefit people online and help people from my experience to be more successful with their pet birds. This is my Facebook page, facebook.com KC Bird Whisperer. I'm not really a bird whisperer, but someone started calling me that when I was grooming pet birds, saying, "Oh, you're a bird whisperer. You should do more, for people. You're really good at grooming birds, and you really helped us with our bird." And so when I started to do more of my work as a business, so to speak, I named my company KC Bird Whisperer International, and my nickname on Facebook, KC Bird Whisperer. So this is where I have about 5,000 Facebook friends that I've shared a lot with over 5 years, and they've shared a lot with me. There's a lot of people in the avian community that are very knowledgeable and expert with pet birds and have done lots in the world of aviculture and the avian community to help others be more successful with their pet birds. Then over here is my radio show website, birdtalkradio.com. And here you'll find links to the streaming Bird Talk radio shows and podcast shows, which are actually now over 17,000 downloads on the podcast shows. We've had thousands and thousands of listeners to the streaming Bird Talk radio shows. And here's the streaming Bird Talk radio show website, birdtalkradio.airtime.pro, where you can listen to any of I think there's about 80 shows cycling here with all kinds of aviculturists and avian professionals that have been on Bird Talk Radio. Here's the schedule for today, which is Saturday, and playing right now are Bird Talk rescue and sanctuary shows. Operators of rescues and sanctuaries and organizations that do bird rescue. They're not totally just rescues, like Wings of Love. Bird shows in the Midwest are mostly educational bird shows, but they also do some pet bird rescue, so I included them in the rescue and sanctuary category of the shows on Saturdays. We also have Tony Silva, that recently did a series called State of the Ark. Tony Silva is one of the world's most traveled aviculturists, expert aviculturist, and especially in the area of breeding birds. He's probably studied more birds in the wild himself than, well, any agriculturist I know. I'm sure there's many that are doing as much, but I happen to know Tony and have a lot of experience from his knowledge and wisdom and expertise on the shows, on my shows, on the Bird Talk radio shows. So this is what you'll see on the streaming shows. If you click here, there's a full schedule for each day of the week. You can see what shows are playing that day. Now, these shows stream in a cycle, so you really can't select any show you want to listen to. they just stream one after the other. So you can, just turn this on while you're doing stuff around the house, or, driving in your car using a hands-free device, and enjoy the shows to pass the time and benefit from many people's lifetime of experience in aviculture on Bird Talk Radio streaming shows. Also, we have Bird Talk Radio podcast shows, which you can also listen to from your just about any mobile device. When you go to birdtalkradio.podbean.com, you will, on your mobile device, like your phone, there's a really nice app that will come up that has a nice listing of all the shows, the 78 episodes on the podcast, that you can select and pause and play, listen at your convenience, and select the shows you want to listen to. And as you can see here on the podcast server, we've had 17,191 downloads between 78 episodes so far on the shows. And we've had Lorella Desborough from the Organization of Professional Aviculturists. Lorella is also the former president of the American Federation of Aviculture. She's her expertise is mostly in the area of raising eclectus parrots, but she probably knows just about everything there is to know about any other parrot too. So she's a great resource. Tony Silva, right here on the podcast, State of the Art, 3 episodes, Future of Aviculture. I've had author Gene Brannon, which wrote a book about Zoxy Sanctuary in Tampa, Florida. Here's Magnolia Exotic Sanctuary with Candice Tanner and Suzanne Ort of Texas Natural Freeze Dried in Texas, who makes some really great freeze-dried chop food for pet birds. Julianne Sands, Circle of Life Avian Collar, who has developed avian collars, custom tailor-made avian collars for parrots as a solution for plucking and other issues. Like when a parrot is wounded, they tend to pick at the wound, so they put a collar around their neck so they can't turn their head around and reach the wound, and so the wound can heal without them picking at it. Also reduces plucking and from all kinds of reasons that a parrot might pluck. And there's many more episodes on the podcast shows. If you'll stay with me here while the screen changes, here's Leslie Moran, a holistic pet bird person. And I actually titled her show on the streaming server Holistic Pet Bird because of her holistic pet bird food she distributes and all of the work she's done to help people be educated in holistic lifestyle for pet birds. Yvonne Patterson Burbach of Wings of Love has been on my show many times. wingsofloveinc.org, Wings of Love bird shows in the Midwest. Rainforest photojournalist and aviculturist, keeping a flock of over 40 parrots that spell words, sing, play basketball, roller skate, much more in her very educational and heartwarming bird shows that she does in the Midwest. Many of them are free, and you can find a schedule for her bird shows at wingsofloveinc.org. I'm trying to go through this kind of fast. So you can see everything I'm doing online, what I've been doing for 5 years. I've created a variety of resources to help people be more successful with their pet birds, and brought lots of experts and avian professionals into this arena, so to speak, of media and media resource online that anyone could benefit and find information they need. It's kind of like a media library of pet bird keeping information. So there's a lot of work here and a lot of bird love that's gone on over 5 years. Another resource that I've created recently is the Aviculture Network blog. And this is a system, a network of blogs from a variety of avian and aviculture websites by a variety of avian authors, so to speak, people in aviculture that have shared their work in the form of what we know as a blog or a context of typewritten information, so to speak, articles about aviculture and keeping pet birds and their experiences and knowledge and wisdom from experience. On the Aviculture Network blog site, main site, which is aviculturenetworkblog.org, you'll find the websites that are networked into this blog network. And I'm going to show you how this works here in just a second. Here's Wings of Love blog network. All of these blogs are pulled from Yvonne Patterson's Wings of Love Inc.org website, where she posts her aviculture blogs, and the Aviculture Network blog network pulls her blogs onto other sites that are connected to the network. So it's kind of like a blog sharing network. Like you share things on Facebook, on the Aviculture Network blog, we share blogs between websites. And here's an example here. This is a turnkey aviculture website that I developed, and it is for sale through my avian web hosting business. And this site is connected to the Aviculture Network blog. You see, here's the link. It has an Aviculture Network blog page, and we'll go to that here so you can see some of the articles. And here are some of the articles. These are articles that are from Yvonne Patterson's blog page that I just showed you that have been pulled onto parrots.life website, Aviculture Network blog page. Now, this blog is networked, and all of these articles automatically feed to every website in the network. So if you're a member of the Aviculture Network blog and you go to your blog page, like this blog page on parrots.life, and you post an article, and your website is connected to the Aviculture Network blog, your article will show up here on the Aviculture Network blogs page on every website that has this page, like this page, this website, petbirdrescue.org, has an Aviculture Network blog page also. And we'll go to it here, and you will see here's all these articles. Many of them, there's Yvonne Patterson's articles are in here. There's articles from, let's see, there's Wings of Love. That's Yvonne Patterson's articles. Here's some articles from my radio show website, Bird Talk Radio. Tony Silva, some of his radio show publications, State of the Art, and on some of the other blog network pages, I have some other avian authors and blogs from aviculture websites like Zoxy Bird Sanctuary in Tampa, Florida, and many others. So the Aviculture Network blog is a resource. Here's this is Yvonne Patterson's rainforest website that I created for her. She created the images and the content, and I put it all together in this WordPress website for her. Now, she has an Aviculture Network blog page here also on her rainforestmacaws.org website, and you can see all the articles that have been pulled in automatically, and many of them include some of the thumbnail images so you can get an idea of what the article is about. And down here we see the traffic that is coming to this website, and I tell you, this particular website is new. I set up this website I think about 2 months ago for Yvonne Patterson so that she could publish her blog articles from this website about her experience in the rainforest. And we put a Aviculture Network blog page here that pulls aviculture blogs from other websites as well, in order to bring organic website traffic to this website. So this traffic is not huge. There's not, millions of visitors to this website, but these 1,321 visitors are all organic. These meaning that they're people that found this website through search engines and went to it all of their own accord. They weren't influenced by advertising. This was not. These visitors are not part of any kind of a campaign like Google AdWords or anything like that, where people are clicking on ads and coming to websites. This is all what we call organic search engine traffic. It's very niche. It's very valuable, especially if you're in aviculture and you have an aviculture website. The Aviculture Network blog is bringing lots of great organic website traffic to your website. And this is important because if you're running a blog like this and you're interested in sharing Aviculture Network and your experience in aviculture, then you probably want people that are interested in aviculture to read your blog. So you don't have a lot of people that are clicking on links that are vague and designed to trick you into looking at your website. So you won't have a lot of traffic that's not interested in what you're doing. This type of traffic would be people that are most definitely 100% interested in what you're doing online. So this is how the Aviculture Network blog works. This is the main website where you can see the websites that are now in the network. All these websites, Best Bird Food Ever with Leslie Moran is a part of the Aviculture Network blog network, and we pull her blogs from her website into the Aviculture Network blog pages on all of the participating websites that have this page right here. Okay, so here's petbirdrescue.org. This is another one of my WordPress websites that I have for sale, and it has an Aviculture Network blog page. It also has some organic traffic. Not a lot of traffic. This one's very new, but this is very good for as long as this website has been up. I have not promoted this website on Google AdWords or ran any campaigns for it. All of this traffic just came organically from search engines. And so far, there's been 480 visitors. Actually, a total of 751 views of the website. This would be 480 unique visitors or first-time visitors to the website. And down here we see there's been a total of 751 views of the website. So this would include unique visitors and repeat visitors. So this page is doing very well for, I think it's really been there about 8 weeks, maybe less. So for the lack of promotion and just organic visitors that have come to this page, people that have just found it on search engines, it's doing very well. And the network blog is, the Aviculture Network blog is what's bringing this traffic. Here, again, here's rainforestmacaws.org. It has an Aviculture Network blog page. Here's the articles, and we can see Yvonne's website has had a total of 3,507 views and 1,321 unique visitors. And this is all organic aviculture traffic, people that would be interested in aviculture. This page has been here, I think, 3 months. And I'm trying to give you an honest assessment of all this. There's so much deception as far as website traffic on the internet. I've been online for 30 years, and I mean, you don't have to trust me, but I'm an expert in this subject: website traffic, search engine optimization, how this all comes about, and what's real and what's kind of generated. There's a lot of traffic that's generated to websites that's not really people looking at your website. And I won't go into all that right now, but I guarantee you all this traffic came from people searching for topics related to this website: aviculture, parrots, pet birds, that kind of thing. And so generated 1,321 unique visitors in about 3 months, and 3,507 total visitors. So this would include unique visitors and repeat visitors to this website. So it's done pretty well itself too, especially since it hasn't really been promoted heavily at all. I think I've shared a couple of links to these websites a couple of times on my Facebook page, where I do have 5,000 Facebook friends, but that's really not a lot of exposure considering the billions of people that are online on the internet, on just sharing on Facebook, so to speak. And Facebook algorithm don't allow people sharing their post to reach all their Facebook friends every time you post. So there's a lot of limitation there, and in my opinion, Facebook's not really a good place to get a lot of good exposure for your website, particularly. I would recommend working with SEO, search engine optimization, getting all your keywords right in your website, having a lot of content like this, a lot of related content, and a lot of links from other websites to your website is what brings this kind of traffic right here. This is organic, unique traffic, 1,321 unique visitors to this website. So moving on, these are the resources that I've come up with over 5 years. I put thousands of hours of work into these resources so that people with pet birds can benefit and be more successful with their pet birds, which is what my mission in aviculture is all about. I'm not a bird breeder. I've kept quite a few parrots and pet birds in 30 years, personally in my home. But my place has been in aviculture has been more of sort of an aviculture promoter. I have a lot of technical experience, and I love production. I really enjoy building websites. I enjoy producing and hosting the radio show, Bird Talk Radio, and on birdtalkradio.com, as you see here, I have a lot of resources. Here's some of my guest speakers, a list of them that have been on the show. Here's some advertising, how you can advertise with Bird Talk Radio. I have some turnkey websites for sale that are aviculture websites. Just showed you a couple of them, parrots.life and petbirdrescue.org. I have about 8 or 10 aviculture websites and domain names for sale. And here's the country pages for Bird Talk Radio. These are countries that listen to the show according to stats that I get from the streaming server. Now, when you go to the home page on birdtalkradio.com, just click on this link to listen to the streaming shows. Click on this link to listen to the podcast shows. And we're on Alexa. We've been on Alexa devices streaming the Bird Love for about 6 months now. If you want to listen to Bird Talk Radio on Alexa, then you'll have to enable it the first time you listen to Bird Talk Radio on Alexa by saying, Alexa, enable Bird Talk Radio. Then say, Alexa, play Bird Talk Radio. Once you tell Alexa to enable Bird Talk Radio, when you want to listen again later, all you have to say is, Alexa, play Bird Talk Radio once it's enabled. And you will enjoy Bird Talk Radio streaming shows on your Alexa device. And it's the same streaming shows that are broadcast from our streaming server here, and if it'll come up, whoa, where is it? Okay, here it is. This is a streaming show website. It streams 24/7, 365. You can listen to Bird Talk Radio anytime, day or night, any day of the week, year round. We've been streaming nonstop for over 5 years, since about January of 2015. So you can enjoy all these shows from this streaming website, which is birdtalkradio.airtime.pro, or you can just tell Alexa, play Bird Talk Radio, and enjoy the same streaming shows. Now, if you are more specific and you would like to select the show you want to listen to, then go to this website, which is our podcast website. And if you're familiar with podcasts, you get to select which show you want to listen to and pause and play and listen at your convenience, and of course select what you want to listen to as opposed to streaming. I like streaming when I'm doing something hands-free. I'm a professional driver for my full-time income, so to speak, and so I listen to a lot of streaming radio while I'm driving, of course hands-free, just like your AM/FM radio. So you can do this. You can listen to Bird Talk Radio streaming from your mobile device by going to this podcast site, birdtalkradio.podbean.com, or you can even use the Alexa app on your mobile device and listen to Bird Talk Radio streaming shows too. So here's all the resources. This is all the bird love I have for you right now. This is 5 years of my work, my Bird Talk Radio show, my participation on Facebook with 5,000 Facebook friends, my turnkey aviculture websites with the Aviculture Network blog linked to them, bringing organic avian and aviculture traffic to your Aviculture website. If you want to find out how to become a member of the Aviculture Network blog, go to the Aviculture Network blog main website, which is aviculturenetworkblog.org. Where is it? I had it here just a minute ago. And you can also go to, here it is, Aviculture Network blog. This is the main Aviculture Network blog website. It's aviculturenetworkblog.org. You can click the contact link to contact us and find out how to become a member. And also, if you need a website developed, you need one built from scratch, so to speak, I specialize in WordPress website development, and you can go and purchase my services at avianwebhosting.com. I specialize in aviculture websites because of all my experience with aviculture. However, I can build just about any website that anyone would need, and you can come here to look at some of the features and descriptions of my work and pricing, and contact me here to get a quote, get a custom quote for your website development. If you just need something fixed on your existing website, some maintenance, repair, so to speak, modifications, I can do this also. You can also find me on freelancer.com. If you want to hire a freelance website developer, I'm available there also. I'm Mike Kiger, your host of Bird Talk Radio, wishing you the best with your feathered loved one, and thank you for tuning in to my tour of my life's work in aviculture today. Thank you. Have a great day.